Good morning. I'm so glad you could join me today for art time. I think we're going to have a really fun lesson today. We're going to be making a photo montage, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get started in our lesson, let's go ahead and sing. Let's clap. Let's wave. I can wave at everybody that way. We're going to be cutting and pasting, gluing, so let's snip, okay, with our scissors. Here we go. I'm so glad you would join me this morning. Somebody to wave at. I've got lots of people to wave at. Hi, Grace. I think I feel like waving, so waving's what I'll do. I think I feel like waving. I'm waving and why don't you? Wave, wave, wave. Wave, wave, wave. Wave, wave, wave. Wave, wave, wave. Did you get to wave at everyone there in your house? Now we're going to use our scissors and we're going to snip. Ready? Think I feel like snipping, so snipping's what I'll do. Think I feel like snipping, I'm snipping and why don't you? Snip, snip, snip. Snip, snip, snip. Snip, snip, snip. Lots of paper. Snip, snip, snip. Okay. I am ready to get started. I have a little something I want to show you before we do. I got a couple of cards recently that I wanted to share. This one is from Henry, and this says a ginormo rock and a Spider-Man rock for Mima. So he drew that great picture and named it for me. And then I got this card from Penelope, and she took her crayon rubbings that she made in one of our lessons and made this cute little snail. Isn't that cute? And then she wrote me a sweet note on the inside. Thank you, Penelope. I am enjoying that very much. So, as I said, we're going to do photo montages today, but let's look at what we need for our materials. You'll need a piece of paper, some old magazines or catalogs, scissors, a glue stick, and if you want to use them, crayons or markers. So I bet you already have all your materials ready and you're ready to go. So a photo montage. Well, a photo montage is a type of collage. And if you remember, one day I think I talked about this, a collage. Collage means to stick or glue down. So we are going to do that, but with photos. So a photo is like, what somebody uses to take pictures with a camera or their phone. Everybody uses their phone, huh? So we're going to use pictures, parts of photographs, or all of photographs, and we're going to put them together to make a cool picture today. So the first thing you need to do, and you may have already started doing this since you probably knew what we were going to be doing today. The first thing you need to do is look through some magazines or catalogs, whatever you have. I'll show you some of the things that I did. So I went ahead and tore pages out of, look at that, isn't that cool? That reminds me of Madison's drawing that she did the other day. She drew an old camera. So I found photographs that I thought were interesting. Oh, look at this one. This is cool. That could be look different from different angles, couldn't it? But we're going to look at a photograph that you might be able to see better that could be part of a montage. Find shapes in this photograph that look like a face. Do you see some shapes that remind you of a face? Now, let's look at it upside down. Does this give you more ideas for a montage? Now, here is an example that an artist made of a montage. So, as you look at this, can you name some of the objects that the artist used to make his montage? He put all of those neat things together in a really cool way, didn't he? So let's see what we can do with what we have here. I'll just kind of show you my idea, and I'm sure what you do will be totally different and totally original because each of you have such great ideas. I really thought this rock looked interesting when I was looking at it. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to cut it out to look similar on both sides. That's pretty similar. You know, similar means it looks quite a bit alike. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue this down on my piece of paper. And you know, did you notice that I'm using dark gray paper today? It may be black actually for mine, because sometimes when you use a color background for your artwork, it gives it a whole different look. So this is going to be of somebody's face. Now I'm going to cut out, when I saw this, I think it's kale, a picture of kale. When I saw it, it reminded me of hair. So I'm going to see if it'll look like hair on my person. Kind of. I'm not sure if I want to leave that or not. Let's see, what else does my person need? Oh, I think my person needs an ear. I'm going to cut out this something. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it says it's a turnip. Ooh, that's interesting. So I'm going to cut it out, but I need 2 ears, don't I? So what could I do to get 2 ears out of this? I could cut them like that and make it that way, or I could cut them long ways. Let's see how that works. And that way I have 2, one for each side. Would that work for an ear? For each side of my person? You know, I probably shouldn't have glued this down yet, should I? So when you're working on yours, what you might want to do is kind of work and arrange your shapes before you glue it down, because that was probably not a good idea. But I managed to get that out. I'm not sure that that's going to work. Let's see. I need something I need a nose for my person. I wonder how this would work for my nose. Let's see. I think I'll cut off that part. This is a squash. But I'm going to make it be a nose. There. Oh, you know what? Maybe this would be better for the hair. That kind of reminds me of curly hair. think I'll try that and see if I like that better. Now I'm cutting kind of quickly, and I'm sure when you cut, you will take more time and cut more carefully. But I don't want you to have to wait too long on me while I do mine. Ooh, I kind of like that. I think it shows it better. What do you think? It seems like there's not much of a contrast between the two, and I love redheads, so my person's going to have red hair. I could cut off a little bit more there. I might just leave it for now. Let's see, what do I have that I could use for eyes? Do you think those would work for eyes? I think those might be good eyes. Let's see what else I have. Those probably would work. I have a lot of choices I could use for eyes. Oh, you know what? I wanted to use the fish. I think I will cut the fish out and use that maybe for the shoulders of the person. Let's see if it'll work. Yeah, I kind of like that. What do you think? Oh, whoops, there went the hair. Maybe I better glue it on. I do think I like the hair, so I'm going to go ahead and glue that on. And I think I want this to be the nose. Now, you know, I don't have to have, since I'm the artist and I can choose, I don't have to have a mouth. A lot of times we think everybody does have a mouth, of course, but, you know, I really wouldn't have to have a mouth. I think I'm going to cut out these lines and see how they would look for eyes. It might work, and then it might not. Kind of funny, isn't it? What would be, let's see. I wonder if I could cut part of this. There's just part of it in. Oops, that's a little large. I could leave it that big, or I could cut it smaller. Oop. Kind of looks frowny that way, huh? Could be that. Oh, let's see what this little piece that I cut out. Oh, he's kind of happy, or she. Happy person. Kind of a sideways smile. Yeah, I don't want it to. Let's see. No, we don't want a sad. We want him to be happy. Oh, there we go. Well, I could use that one, that piece, or I could use this, whichever. This one looks a little happier, doesn't it? I like that. So this is kind of one idea how you can make a photo montage by making something that you can recognize, but you certainly do not have to make a photo montage this way. Let's talk about one other thing you can do. You know, cutting with scissors may be something that is still kind of hard for you to do, especially if you are a younger artist watching this. So some other things you could do is just tear pieces of the pictures, or if you want to use scissors and cut, but just cut the pieces up and without just cutting out shapes. Just the pictures that you found that you liked, you can just cut them up into pieces. And let's see. Oh, here's a cool piece. It was a scrap. I could use it. And let's see what else. You know, another option, if you have something that you really want cut out, and you're having a little trouble with it, I'm sure a grown-up would help you with it. And I'll show you another little trick that often has helped boys and girls that I've taught. Cut out, okay, say you want this right here. Okay, just cut that out like this. And then you have a little piece to work with, and then it's easier to cut it out. And then you can cut around like that. So you can do that. And look, the pieces that you have left, those look cool in a collage too. So you can use those. Oh, look, this is neat. So you can tear if you want. Sometimes tearing can be a little tricky, but you can tear, or you can cut with your scissors. Cut out the shapes that you want, and make an interesting collage. If you did like me and cut out a lot of food, that would be an interesting collage about food, wouldn't it? But it could just be lots of pretty colors. And oh, look, what's your favorite letter? Do you have a favorite letter? Look, I could cut the letters apart and put them on there, couldn't I? Oh. I could just put those on there wherever I want it. So you can experiment with how you arrange the pieces of photographs that you put on here, whether they're whole pictures or if they're just parts of a picture. And then once you get it like you like it and have it arranged like you like it, then you could go ahead and glue it on. And it doesn't have to, it can just, like I said, it can just be pieces of paper that you've torn or cut out. The important thing is to have fun while you're doing it, and to just be creative and do it however it looks like fun for you. Okay? So I hope you have fun making your photo montage. I know I did. And I was a little surprised at some of the things that happened, but it was fun. And it's always fun to try new things and to just use your imagination. And that's kind of what we are doing in this one especially, aren't we? We're looking at things from different angles. Look at your pictures from different angles, and you might see something from when you turn it upside down or sideways that you didn't notice when it was right side up, and you might think, oh, that looks kind of like something that I could make into a photo montage. So let me be sure and send me pictures of your work, and we have Art Time with Mima Facebook set up now, so you can communicate with me through that. And I'm just so glad you joined me today. It was such a fun lesson for me, and I hope it was for you. So it's time for me to sing my goodbye song. Art time went by fast for me. I'm so glad you could join me today. I always look forward to it. Every day is a new beginning. At least that's what they say. Every day is a new beginning. So what will you do today? Will you say a kind word? Will you help with your heart? Will you listen to a bird? Will you make a new start? There's no end to what you can do with a brand new page. Could you talk to a friend? Could you dance for a while? Could you play a fun game? Would you give me a smile? There's no end to what you can do with this brand new day. There's no end to what you can do with this brand new day. Remember, this is the day the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Well, as I've already said, I had a lot of fun making our art project today, and I hope you did too. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon, but until then,
you.